The Savoy Palace Hotel. Maybe I should check in before I do anything else.
Ah, good morning, Mr. Stanhope, is it not? We have been expecting you. I am Emil Gruber, the manager. I hope you will enjoy your stay with us. Ah, Mr. Stanhope, please forgive me if I do not stop to talk. There is always so much to do.
I'd like a map and one of your guides, please.
We don't charge for the map and guide, but it is usual to make a donation to charity.
I won't get far in a strange city without a map. Shall I give him the money or not?
Thank you very much. Please help yourself.
Shall I tell him what I'm after?
Ya Mohanin Yarab, it is blessed to give to the poor.
Marfish. Marfish bakshish.
Good deeds are of more merit than money.
Shall I tell him what I'm after? I want to buy old papyrus, writings about magic. Do you know where I can find some?
Old writings? You talk to Muhammad Awad.
Where can I find this Muhammad Awad?
Round corner outside Al-Rashid warehouse.
Are you Muhammad Awad?
Yes, I am Mohammed. What do you want?
I want to buy old writings. At the cafe they said to talk to you.
I don't have any, but I work for Al-Rashid, and he sells money to an old Turk. He thinks I don't see. Al-Rashid not here today. You ask his brother in catacombs at Commercial Gaffa.
Thank you. I will. Are you the brother of Yusuf al-Rashid? Muhammad Awad told me I'd find you here.
Yes, I am Ali al-Rashid. What do you want?
I want to buy old writings. He said Yusuf was selling them.
I don't know about that. I don't know where Yusuf is today. He worked for Elitis Company. You talk to Ariadne Elitis in Rue Sharif Pasha, above Tawa Shop.
Hello. Are you Ariadne Elitis?
Yes? How can I help?
I've been told you might know where I could buy papyri. I'm interested in anything to do with magic or alchemy.
Maybe. I have a number of business interests, and I can ask around for you. Where are you staying? I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Stanhope. George Stanhope. I'm staying at the Savoy Palace.
If I hear of anything, I'll send a message there.
Yes, can I help you?
Actually, I hope you can. My name is Stanhope. George Stanhope. I study the history of magic and alchemy, and whilst I'm here, I'm hoping to buy some original material. Manuscripts or papyri, that sort of thing.
We are a museum here, Mr. Stanhope. We do not deal in manuscripts, and our job is made no easier by private collectors like yourself. Anything you're offered in shops is likely to be a fake, and in the bazaars the product of tomb looting. Now, I would also remind you that it is an offence to export antiquities without a permit.
Thank you for the warnings. I'll bear them in mind. Do I want to go to bed now or not? I just hope I don't dream of that thing on the jetty.
Mr. Stanhope, over here, please. I have a letter here which was left for you.
I might as well relax here for a while.
Mr. Stanhope, over here. Excellent news, Mr. Stanhope. I made inquiries after we spoke and discovered that a superb cased scroll was about to be offered for sale. The text must be magical or religious, that much is clear from the case it is in. And so it is exactly what you were looking for. Such items are extremely rare, but the seller has agreed to let me offer it to you in a private sale. The price is 1,000 Egyptian pounds.
That's expensive. Shall I agree to buy it, or try to get the price down? It's expensive, but I'll buy it.
You won't be disappointed. I suggest that we meet back here at 2 o'clock this afternoon. I will bring the scroll, and you will need to arrange payment. Very well, Mr. Stanhope. I look forward to seeing you again later.
Yes, sir. How can I help you? Do you require more information or our financial services?
I'd like some more money if that's possible.
Do you need cash or a traveller's cheque?
I have bought something which cost £1,000 and I need to arrange payment. Can you help?
If you have a letter of credit, I can let you have one of our traveller's cheques. They're as good as cash.
Is that acceptable?
Perfectly acceptable, sir. I'll need to do some paperwork, but I can let you have a cheque at once.
Thank you very much. I might as well relax here for a while.
Mr. Stanhope, over here. Hello again, Mr. Stanhope. You have the money?
I have a traveller's cheque.
That's perfectly acceptable. May I have it? Ah, Thomas Cook's, that's fine. The scroll is yours, Mr. Stanhope. I wish you luck with it. Good day.
What's this? How extraordinary. If it's genuine, I've never seen anything like it. I must insist on retaining it for examination, Mr. Stanhope.
I don't suppose I have much choice in the matter. I doubt if I get an export permit until you've looked at it in any case.
Well, it'll take me some time to make any sense of this, but why don't you call back tomorrow morning? I should have come up with something by then. If it's genuine, we can discuss how you came by it and whether it can be exported.
Do I want to go to bed now or not? I just hope I don't dream of that thing on the jetty.
I'm sorry, sir. The galleries are closed to the public today.
Why?
Have you not heard? The professor is dead, and the police say he was murdered.
Who do the police think killed him? And why?
They say it was robbery. The thieves killed him for a scroll he was translating. But I found him this morning, and I tell you, it was not Robert who took the scroll. It was evil spirits. I saw his face. He died of fright. There was a curse on the scroll.
Who do the police think killed him? And why?
They say it was robbery. The thieves killed him for a scroll he was translating. But I found him this morning, and I tell you, it was not Robert who took the scroll. It was evil spirits. I saw his face. He died of fright. There was a curse on the scroll.
Who do the police think killed him?
Welcome, welcome! Naharak Said! Salam, you want coffee? Here is best coffee in city. Welcome, welcome, Naharak Said! Welcome, welcome, Naharak Said! Salam, you want coffee? Here is best coffee in city.
Ya Mohanin Yarab, it is blessed to give to the poor. You would know something?
Perhaps.
All knowledge has a price.
Does he know anything worthwhile? Or is he just a beggar with a good line of chat? Shall I give him some money, or be firm with him?
1,000 blessings on you. Now listen well. You will walk dark paths, but fire can be your salvation.
You are Mr. Stanhope?
That's right.
Mr. Stanhope, this way please. Mrs. Elitis want to see you.
Mr. Stanhope, come in. You heard about the professor's death? Yes. Well, whoever killed him, killed Al-Rashid as well. Yusuf Al-Rashid, my warehouse manager. He had the scroll, but was frightened of something, and wanted me to sell it for him. If they were killed, we are in danger as well. You must help me find out what that thing was.
You really think my life is in danger?
Not yet, or you would be dead already. But one by one, everyone who has touched that scroll is dying. And how did the killers know where to find the scroll? I did not tell Al-Rashid who I had sold it to. I dare not leave this place, but you can be my eyes and ears. Tell me what you find out, but for both our sakes, be quick. Have you any new information?
Nothing significant yet.
Keep looking. I must find out what was in that case.
I wonder. I lent the professor some papers of mine, and they must still be in his office. Can I just go and get them?
No, sir. I'm afraid that is not possible. The police told me to let no one in until they finish their investigations.
I must have these papers. They are important for my work. They're nothing to do with what the professor was working on.
I would like to help, but you understand, I cannot.
He's probably after money. Shall I give him baksheesh or call his bluff?
Oh, most generous of you. You can look at museum. Yes, no one will know. And what harm will it do? Oh, yes, your papers. Here are keys to Professor's office. But just a quick look. No one knows. No one worries. Salam.
Have you any new information?
I managed to get hold of the professor's notebook. He translated enough of the scroll to find out that it contained spells, one of which would bring back the old gods and bring about the end of the world, when the stars are right. For a respectable academic, he seemed to take it very seriously indeed.
So do I, Mr. Stanhope. I have some knowledge of such things, as did my father. Tell me, you collect writings on alchemy, but do you practice it?
I haven't yet, but I probably know more about it than many who do.
Well then, let us see. I have been trying to use my father's alchemical laboratory, without success so far, to carry out an operation which may help us. Why don't you see if you can do any better? It is through the door to your left.
A flask and alembic, set for secondary distillation. A flask and alembic, set for principal distillation. Where have I seen this apparatus before? That's it. Edward Kelly was meant to have made one for Dr. D to allow him to communicate with spirits. If I'm right about what she's trying to do, it won't work unless all the right ingredients are present. Something's not right. Nothing's condensing into the small flask. A camera obscura for displaying the stars, but those aren't the usual constellations. It's as if it were made for a special purpose. The equipment in there is set up to make the triple elixir of summoning. Most of the ingredients have alternatives, but it is essential to have human remains for the other world, a shroud for the veil that separates the two worlds, and a fragment of spell for the power that bridges them. Did you have all of those?
So you do know what you are talking about? Yes. In desperation, I went to Al-Rashid's tomb and tried to summon his spirit to find where he discovered the scroll. I used grave dirt, linen cloth, and copied out the spell my father taught me.
Earth from a graveyard wouldn't do. It would have to include human remains. If I could find some fragments of mummy and a papyrus with spells on it, I'm sure it would work. I'll see what I can find and then come back.
Have you found the ingredients?
Not yet.
Keep trying. Somewhere in this city there must be such things.
This must be the fabled powder of Ibn Ghazi. A powerful thing to have. Something's not right. Nothing's condensing into the small flask.
Have you found the ingredients?
Not yet.
Keep trying. Somewhere in this city there must be such things.
Something's not right. Nothing's condensing into the small flask. I want to buy some mummy. Pieces will do. And bits of old papyrus.
Yes, people will sell you. But big trouble if police find out. Very good. You go to Tower Shop. Tell him you talk to Ali Al-Rashid. He sell you what you want. Aha, you come back. Look again. You see what you want?
Ali al-Rashid, the guide in the catacombs, says that you can sell me what I want.
He say many things. He say, too much one day get me in trouble. But it's true, sometimes I take mummy and bandage. Only broken bits. No use to anyone. And broken papyrus. Then grind up and make into Shabti figure. Very good luck.
Let's see now. Under the paint it looks like scraps of cloth and papyrus glued together with fragments of what could be resin or pitch. If the ingredients are genuine, it should be what I need. I wonder how much he's asking for it. How much do you want for this?
Oh, not for tourists, so no tourist prices. I give you for £3.
Still expensive, but the operation won't work without the final ingredients. Shall I buy it? I'll take it, but I don't have the money at the moment. Can you keep it for me?
Of course.
Yes, sir. How can I help you? Do you require more information or our financial services?
I'd like some more money if that's possible.
Do you need cash or a traveller's cheque?
I'd like cash, please.
That shouldn't be a problem, sir. I've already got your letter of credit. I'll need to keep it for a while longer, just until both transfers have been confirmed by your bank. But I can let you have your money now.
Hello? What's this?
You want to see? I get it out for you.
Yes, please.
Many beautiful things. Very old.
Some sort of mummy amulet? Some sort of mummy amulet? Some sort of mummy amulet? A charm of protection against crocodiles? Ah, a crux ansata, the alchemical symbol for copper. A scarab, but much larger than usual. Some sort of ritual object? I have the money for the figure now.
Good. Give me the money, and you can take it.
Have you found the ingredients?
Yes, and all in one object.
Quickly then. See if you can make the elixir.
All 3 bags filled and ready to use.
To carry out the ritual of summoning, I'll need all distillations of the elixir. But since you made it, maybe you want to do it for yourself.
I'm prepared to take that risk. I've made a study of necromancy, so I know how the elixir should be used. There are considerable risks involved, but our motives are not evil, so I'm prepared to do it. More than our own lives may hang on the result.
Very well then. We'll wait here until the hour before dawn, when the ritual must be carried out. Then, Abdul and I will take you to his tomb. This is the Coptic section of one of the oldest graveyards in Alexandria. Abdul has cleared the entrance to Al-Rashid's tomb. Everything is prepared inside. We will wait for you here. Good luck.
I will be out by sunrise, or not at all if it goes wrong. Ariadne must have set this up before, when she tried to make the triple elixir. Yusuf al-Rashid, by my art, by my words, by my will, I command you. By your body, by your spirit, by your soul, I command you. By your life, by your death, and by the life that is after death, I command you, arise. What I ask, you will answer.
You have called, and I must answer, but make haste, for your call may have been heard by others.
I need no lessons from you on what may follow the spirits of the dead. Answer now. Your meddling has already caused enough damage. Where did you find the scroll?
The answer lies beneath your feet.
Enough, Al-Rashid. Speak plainly, or I will compel you.
You cannot, but I am permitted to tell you this. You can find it by following the same path that I did. Now release me and flee, for here his power is great indeed.
Quickly, back to the cafe. It is dangerous to remain here.
Well, what did it say?
It would only say this, that we could find the scroll by following the same path he did, and that the answer is under our feet.
What use is that to us? He will cause as much mischief in death as his meddling did in life. Someone else must know where he went. See if you can find out, but be quick.
Ya Mohanin Yarab, it is blessed to give to the poor. You would know something?
Perhaps.
All knowledge has a price.
Does he know anything worthwhile? Or is he just a beggar with a good line of chat? Shall I give him some money, or be firm with him? Do you know anything about Yusuf al-Rashid?
He was greedy. He's dead. What more would you know?
He sold a scroll, and I must know where he found it. I have been told to follow the same path that he did, but I don't know where to start.
Why do you ask me? You already know. His path began where it ended, and ended where it began. Gold! A place awaits you in paradise. You would know something?
Perhaps.
All knowledge has a price.
Does he know anything worthwhile? Or is he just a beggar with a good line of chat? Shall I give him some money, or be firm with him?
A 1,000 blessings on you. Now listen well. You will walk dark paths, but fire can be your salvation.
Do you know yet where he found the scroll?
A beggar in the bazaar said something strange. That Al-Rashid's path ended where it began, and began where it ended, and that we already knew where to go.
His path ended where it began? Of course. The cellar in the warehouse. That was where his body was found. I have a set of keys. I will give them to you. It is the warehouse with the green door in the bazaar. Go there and tell me what you find.
That lot doesn't add up. Why was only part of the main order confirmed? Was there something special about those items? And why send the money by bearer draft unless they didn't want a record of it? Those ropes have been cut, and there's blood on them. Can't see anything. I wonder how far down it goes. This is one way to find out. I'm done for. Every bone in my body must be broken. Oh.
It is done. The stars are right, and the way is opened. Let the old gods return.
You found something?
In the cellar of the warehouse, a loose slab that leads to a series of ancient tunnels.
Then let us see where they lead.
This should take a person's weight safely.
I think maybe there is tunnel here. I tried to see. Yes, is tunnel there. I go through, make sure it's not blocked.
Abdul has been gone too long. I am worried. The tunnel may have collapsed. We should see what has happened to him. Oh my God, Abdul! What did that to him?
I have the powder of Ibn Ghazi with me.
The powder. I remember my father speaking of it. Are you going to use it? Hadid Yamashum, an Ifrit. Trapped here in case anyone followed Al-Rashid. But we might be able to squeeze past it. There, on the right of the room.
Taunt me not, mortal one, for your magic weakens, and soon I shall be free.
It looks like an Efreet. A demon of fire, powerful and malicious, but there's no way of knowing. It could be a genie, or even a marid. An elemental spirit born of fire and older than mankind, wild and powerful, but not evil by nature.
Taunt me not, mortal one, for your magic weakens, and soon I shall be free.
Blood, and fresh by the look of it. These are about the same size and shape as the scroll case. Who knows what unholy rites have been celebrated here? Was the scroll a part of them?
It cannot have been the final summoning, but when will that be? What does that phrase mean, when the stars are right?
Let's go back to your sanctum. I think there's a way we can work it out.
I've been thinking. There is more than a curse at work here. Al-Rashid was killed because someone was desperate to recover the scroll. But why? Because it would achieve its purpose when the stars are right? But when will that be? And how can we find out without the scroll? My father would have known. I must try to think what he would have done.
The stars are right. I must tell Ariadne. The star table. It was made to show when the stars are right, and that time is now.
Then we must go back to the temple. Something terrible is about to happen, and we must find some way to stop it.
The worshippers of the scroll.
If we try to go down there, they'll tear us limb from limb. There must be some other way of stopping them.
I must stay out of sight. If they see me, I'll be in trouble. Ah! It looks like an Efreet. A demon of fire, powerful and malicious, but there's no way of knowing. It could be a genie, or even a marid. The most powerful and evil of the fire demons.
The Dark One comes, the master of madness. You think he will reward his servants? Fools! The coming of the old gods will consume you like moths in a furnace.
I wonder, could I turn the very demon that they imprisoned against them? That would be poetic justice. If it is a genie, and I made a bargain with it, it would keep its word. But if it is an Efreet or a marid, I am doomed if I release it. But if we cannot stop the summoning, we are doomed anyway. Son of fire, I offer you a bargain. It was not us who bound you here, but those who did plan a great evil. They have a scroll in a golden case, and it must be destroyed. If we release you, will you destroy it?
I care nothing for your good and evil, but I will have revenge. I know the scroll of which you talk, and where it is kept. Another thing I know, for do not the Gene eavesdrop on heaven itself? You must kill the daughter of Serpents as well, for she knows the most secret name, and that is in no book. Now release me, and I will do as you ask.
Do I have your oath that you will do it, and not do us any harm?
Yes, by Suleiman ibn Daud, Lord of all Gene, I swear it. Now release me.
If I am wrong, and it is an Efreet or a Marid, will that oath bind it? Even if it does not, what else can I do? I can only release him or choose to leave him in there. Very well. But what must I do?
You have but to say, I release thee. I will give you a pipe. When you need me, call with it, and I will come.
I release thee. Will the genie keep its word? I can only find out if I sound the pipe.
The Savoy Palace Hotel. Maybe I should check in before I do anything else.
Ah, good morning. Mr. Faulkner, is it not? We have been expecting you. I am Emil Gruber, the manager. I hope you will enjoy your stay with us.
Anything for me, Emil?
I have a letter here which was left to await your arrival.
I'd like a map And one of your guides, please.
We don't charge for the map and guide, but it is usual to make a donation to charity. Thank you very much. Please help yourself.
Could you tell me where I can find Professor Leighton Stone?
Go through gallery to your left, into next gallery, and door to his office is on right.
Ah, Mr. Faulkner. Good of you to come so promptly. Now, you're after an excavation permit, I believe. Well, I can contact the authorities in Cairo for you and try to speed things up a bit, but these things take time in Egypt. Still, while you're waiting, you can look around the city.
Come in, you look. Many wonderful things. Come in, you look. Many wonderful things.
Hello, what's this?
You want to see? I get it out for you.
Yes, please.
Many beautiful things. Very old.
It looks like a sarcophagus, but it's too small for anything except a sacred animal. And they were usually just bandaged. The style isn't dynastic Egyptian. Pharaohs were shown with a crown of cobras or the cobra goddess on their brow, but never surrounded by a serpent's head like that. It's as if someone had tried to make one from descriptions, without ever having seen the real thing.
In Cairo, nothing like this. All fakes. This worth many thousands of pounds.
It might be worth that much. But how much is he asking for it? How much do you want for it?
Very old. Very valuable. 1,000 Egyptian pounds. You look, but no touching.
1,000 pounds? It's probably daylight robbery, but it might be worth it. Shall I make him an offer, or shall I not bother? Too much. I'll give you 500.
Yallah, you rob me and my children will starve. But very well. How will you pay?
I'm not sure. Let me think about it.
Yes, sir. How can I help you? Do you require more information or our financial services?
Yes, please.
Do you need cash or a traveller's cheque?
I've bought something which cost £500, and I need to arrange payment. Can you help?
If you have a letter of credit, I can let you have one of our traveller's cheques. They're as good as cash.
Is that acceptable?
Perfectly acceptable, sir. I'll need to do some paperwork, but I can let you have a cheque at once.
Thank you very much.
You can pay me now? Ha! Thomas Cooks. Very good. I get it out for you. It is yours now. Take it.
Well, what have we here? Not the usual tourist fakery. Someone of your experience wouldn't be fooled by that anyway. But if it's genuine, I've never seen anything like it before. Do you want me to take a look at it?
I'd be grateful if you could.
It will take me some time to make any sense of this, so why don't you call back this evening? I should have come up with something by then.
I might as well relax here for a while. I can't sit here all day. I'd better get over to the museum. What do you make of it then, Professor?
Well, the case is an extraordinary mixture of elements. That does occur, of course. The catacombs are a good example, but there's nothing like this that I know of. The workmanship is superb, but gold leaf doesn't tarnish. I've been looking at the scroll inside. I've done some preliminary humidifying and unrolled the first few feet. Do you want to look at it now, or shall I summarize my findings?
Good idea. Did you manage to translate any of it? Let's see now. Nenefer is probably a late form of Nefer, and the rest could refer to this sacred Apis bull, the incarnation of the sun god. If that was the case, it would mean beautiful as the bull of Ptah.
Blasted electrical lamp. They're not as reliable as gas. It describes him as the only son of an ancient pharaoh. There may have been someone of that name. The records of some dynasties are far from complete, but he is certainly mentioned in a Demotic folktale.
Folk stories from the Greco-Roman era, written in a late form of Egyptian.
You go back to your hotel and get some rest. I'll carry on here for a while. Come back tomorrow morning, and we can discuss what to do next.
Sleep that knits up the ravelled sleeve of care. What's that? Blast! They've hung up. I won't be able to go back to sleep now, but I wonder who it was. Maybe it was the professor.
Excuse me, Mr. Faulkner, there has been a telephone call for you.
The phone in my room rang just now, but whoever it was hung up before I could answer.
Professor Leytonstone telephoned in a state of great excitement. He wanted you to go to the museum immediately.
I wonder if the professor has made any sense of the scroll yet.
The message of the book is not for you. Its time approaches, and it has not yet served its purpose. Bring it to me. I am the messenger of those that wait. When the stars are right, the way will be opened, and I shall appear in my true form. Ah, you're back with us, Mr. Faulkner. I was beginning to worry. I'm Cameron, by the way. Bimbashi Cameron. The Turkish equivalent of major. We still use Turkish ranks in the police and army. Now, if you feel up to it, can you tell me what happened at the museum?
I can hardly believe it myself, but this is what happened.
I am the messenger of those that wait. When the stars are right, the way will be opened, and I shall appear in my true form. Well, I can only treat this affair as a robbery that went wrong and wait to see if anyone tries to sell the scroll the professor was examining. The notes we found on his desk puzzle me, though. I knew him, and he wasn't one for wild imaginings, but some of what's in them reads like Edgar Allan Poe. The rest I can't make any sense of because it's all to do with Egyptology. But I believe you're an Egyptologist too. Would you like to take a look at them? Very well then, here they are, but if you discover anything in them that might throw some light on this, come back and tell me.
Ya Mohanin, Ya Rab, it is blessed to give to the poor. Gold! 1,000 blessings on you. Now listen well. The words of the ancients will open the way, but you will not write them or speak them. Ya Mohanin, Ya Rab, it is blessed to give to the poor. A place awaits you in paradise.
Jehuti Aharit, Thoth, Great of Terror. A god's name rather than a king's, and I've never seen Thoth called that before. Locked. Locked. I need to look at some of the exhibits in the cases more closely. Can you open them for me? I am an Egyptologist.
I'm sorry, sir. It is not possible. I would like to help, but if anyone saw me open the cases, I would lose my job. It does not pay much, but I have many children to feed. Ya salam! You shower gold like a pharaoh. Please, people will think you are trying to bribe me. Anyway, I cannot open the cases. I must go to the storeroom in a minute.
I hope nobody sees me doing this. 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 Nothing happening yet. I must have to do something else. Yes, that must be it. The professor's notes mentioned a phrase which could be a command. Shall I say it now?
Ooja!
What have I done? The door is open, but where does it lead? And who will use it? So the scroll still has worshippers.
Hello, Mr. Faulkner. Have you found something in the notes or not?
I've discovered the entrance to a network of tunnels under the city. There are masses of scrolls there and a temple at the end of them. Whoever sold the scroll to the shop must have found it down there.
Scrolls and a temple, you say? Anything in it?
Yes, people dressed like ancient Egyptians, holding some sort of ceremony, and it seemed to involve the scroll from the museum.
Then they must have killed the professor. Something will have to be done about them in any case. The political situation here is delicate enough as it is, without a bunch of wild-eyed religious fanatics on the rampage. Some of the older inhabitants remember the events of 40 years ago, when the Mahdi threatened to sweep through Egypt with fire and sword. But if there's only a handful of them, and I go down there in force to read them the riot act, I'll be the laughingstock of Cairo. We can't waste any time, though, so I suggest you take me back there, and I can see what's going on for myself. Right, where's this temple, then?
Ooja!
Another ceremony. This may be the final one.
If we try to go down there, they'll tear us limb from limb. There must be a way to get in without them seeing us. She has the scroll. With the element of surprise, you might be able to snatch it before she realizes what's happening, and then destroy it. Quickly! Burn the thing!
I'd better leave now while I still can. The whole place is collapsing.